And will we even finally see an end to this Zoro versus Pica fight that has been going on for at least, I think, now 2 years. We've been in Dressrosa for 2 years, and I think they've been having this fight since near the start of this whole arc, and it's like, these motherfuckers might actually have their fight finished coming up in the next chapter of One Piece. Like, so we get to see from the start of this chapter is like Diamante is finished and all that by Kiros, and I kind of liked how it was kind of a little bit symbolic by him landing on like his mother's grave and seeing like, okay, it was actually her that's the one that took her out, and they're saying like she's the one that got the last hit, like what Diamante took away from their life. And it's like, I kind of like that, and I see what they were doing in that chapter to see, and like that was kind of like a little bit emotional. It's like, you know, like, Father, like, I need to get you treated. Like Rebecca's like running to him, and he's just like there, just standing there, and he sees the grave, and he just sits down with Rebecca, and he just like pays her respect. See, stuff like that I did like. It's like, you know, in the end of the day, it's like, yeah, we finally kind of got our like the family's finally back together after all these years. And it's like, I'm pretty sure if their like mother was still alive right now, I'm sure like pretty much she'd be so proud of her husband, like Kiros, and also as well her daughter Rebecca. I feel like she'd be very proud right now to see that, you know, finally they're getting Dressrosa back to normal, and it's like, you know, everything's out. And Robin wanted to probably go there and support him as well, but she got fucked up. Like, she got like by those metal steel balls, she's like got all her blood in her back and all that, so it's like she took a lot of damage trying to protect herself and Rebecca there, but I guess she just didn't want to let him know. So pretty much like Robin looks like she can't fight for a while, or even this could be even more serious. So like, who knows, we don't exactly know what's going to happen to Robin at the moment, but I imagine that she probably for the rest of this arc she probably can't fight anymore, like, because she's done, she's lost a lot of blood, and she's like taking a hell of a beating from Diamante right there. And the only people that we've actually even got right now, we've only got 4 members of the executives that are left. We've only got like Trevor, Don Flamingo, Bellamy, Pica, and from what we saw, is like it was going back to like the actual Pica fight, which I was like, can we please have this fucking fight finished now? It's been way too long. These guys have been fighting from the start. It's literally called, like, the chapter's called Pica versus Zoro, so I'm thinking like, okay, we can actually go into this, you know, maybe we can finally finish this fight that's been begging to be finished. And Pica was like, when he actually went up to Diamante, like, and he was saying like, you look pathetic, Diamante, how could you lose? And it was like, he was asking as well, Kira's like, why do you like care for the king and stuff like that? He's like, he's the one that made me, you know, raise up from a street punk and stuff like that. And it's like, you respect that. And one thing that really made me interested, like what Pica was saying, especially in this chapter, was that he was saying, you know, he's not a bad king, you know, he's like the only true king is Don Flamingo. Because if you think about it, regardless of all the fucked up shit he's done with the toys and stuff, have the citizens ever complained about that? Like, when we first entered Dressrosa, these guys seemed happy and content, you know, they were happy with their lives and all that. Yeah, a lot of people were fucking missing during the time and all that, and they all blamed it on the previous king, King Riku. But I think if you think about it, I guess that's probably what I'm thinking, like, in order to like gain like peace and all that, and like from the chaos, you have to cause more chaos. I guess that's the kind of way it's kind of going around. Like, maybe Don Flamingo in a way kind of cared about these people. I highly doubt it, but it's like maybe that's what Pica's been I know, kind of brainwashed into, is like maybe Don Flamingo actually does care about these people, and that's kind of like what Pica like really likes about Don Flamingo, and that's why he follows him and respects him for that. But honestly, the end of the chapter was like kind of like, oh, Zoro's like, I can think about all these plans and all that. It's like, okay, we get it, Zoro. Fuck him up. That's your specialty. You just go in, grab the sword, and come. I kind of did like that little bit of the rapey face at the end, saying, yeah, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. But it's like, we've been in this art, like, not even this art, we've been into this fight for way too long already. Like, out of all of them, I mean, we've been having one chapter fights and all that throughout this entire like past, I'd like to say, month or so like that. This honestly should have been like one of the first ones to go and all that, because we have gone through this like super fucking long and all that. So I'm hoping at least next week in the chapter that Zoro goes in, fucking cuts him up, and just goes. I mean, I really did like it at the end where he just like went in and like did plan E, fly through the sky and slice the bastard to shreds. I really did like that, and he put the bandana on. I was like, yes, let's go, Zoro. But it's like, for the most part of this chapter, it was just that like symbolic stuff to it, and honestly, just Zoro and Pica now just getting ready, I guess, to finish their fight. And I mean, just kind of like, honestly, theories of like what he's doing. I mean, he was just taking out like a bunch of injured people. That was honestly really he was doing. It was a fine chapter of Bleach. I'd give it a 6 out of 10, honestly. But it's like, yeah, that was like the issues. Like, fucking end this fight. I really want to see Don Flamingo and Luffy, and you know, I really want to see that fight go down with Law as well. It's like, I want to see those guys fight and all that, like, but it's like, I'm wondering what the fuck's going to be happening that. And another fact is, like, we still need to get through Treble as well, and because like Treble was with Don Flamingo as well, so yeah, we need to see like him taken out as well. So I imagine he's going to get taken out first before Don Flamingo. Like, we got Pica to deal with, we got Bellamy, which Bellamy, I think like during while Luffy was fighting him, he was pretty much near like on his ends meet anyway, so he was just like going to be wiped out as well. So overall, yeah, it's a fine chapter and all that. It had some good moments to it, but honestly, it's like, I'm really just like getting exhausted with this Pica stuff. I think this fight is just kind of way too fucking long that it should have. I mean, I love Zoro. I think Zoro's a fucking badass, don't get me wrong, but it's like, yeah, this man should have finished this fight a long time ago. But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching. As always, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this chapter of One Piece. But that's all for me, so I'll see you guys next time.